Tre. Hello everyone, and welcome to my weekly video blog, Le Ricette di Giovanni. I'm Stefanos Koroneos, Artistic Director of Teatro Grattacielo and Camerata Bardi Vocal Academy. This year, Teatro Grattacielo, together with Camerata Bardi Vocal Academy, has launched an international competition named after Giovanni Consiglio, legendary tenor who lived in Manhattan, but he was from Italy, he was from Foggia. And while I was doing a little bit of research over the man, over his life, over his habits, most of all, I came across a few very, very interesting facts about him, very fun facts. One of these facts was that Giovanni used to cook for everybody. Everybody was welcome in his house, and he would not really give away his recipes, except few times. And those few times that he would give away some of his of these recipes, he would always leave out one ingredient. That fact prompted me to start this video blog to talk about opera, to talk about pasta, to present Giovanni Consiglio, and to just connect during this hard lockdown times with friends in the opera world. Without further ado, oh joy of joys, oh rapture of raptures, and I think I have finished up all my superlatives. Maybe you guys can help me out a little bit in your comments with some of your superlatives. I want to introduce you to my partner in crime in Teatro Grattacielo and Camerata Bardi, our president of the board of directors, the one and only Enzo Pizzimenti, who is from Calabria. I have to say that, okay? And he's a man who has been around artists, and he has supported artists all his life. He lives, he's in Westchester, he's a very successful businessman, but he has always supported the beautiful art of opera. Welcome, Enzo. Hi.
Ciao, ciao, Stefano. Good morning. 2,800 years, excuse, 2,800 years ago, the Greeks colonized my region. And Stefanos now is colonizing my town right now. So it's coming back.
Wonderful.
The Greeks are coming.
It's true, it's true. Well, I mean, even though I'm Greek, but I practically lived in Italy half of my life. But one thing that I want everybody to know about Enzo is that Enzo, who is also a wonderful tenor, has studied with Giovanni Consiglio. And if not only he has studied with him, but they have been friends for a long time, for long years until his death. And if there is somebody who knows exactly Giovanni, his habits, his life, his way of living, his teaching, is exactly Enzo. And Enzo, before we start talking about Giovanni, I would like you to tell us a little bit in a few words, what are you going to cook for us today?
Well, since it's summertime, I have a nice garden. I raise my own herbs, my own zucchini flowers, almost everything I need for the summer. Mm-hmm. So I have a variety of, and tomatoes. I have a variety of things here that I'm from the south of Italy, so the basic ingredients are from the ground. Very simple. You have basil, you have parsley, garlic, onion. Everything else you mix with combination. So we're gonna do, since we're gonna do zucchini flowers, I'm gonna do zucchini flowers frittelle, fried zucchini flowers.
You made
the flowers, I picked them this morning. Now I pre-cooked everything, so everything is ready. So we don't have to go the process of cooking, but we go to the process of making it.
Okay.
So we start with the zucchini flowers, and then the actual zucchini.
So I will stop you on a second. Before we start with cooking, I want you to tell us in a few words, how did you get involved with opera? What made you say one day, I want to supporting? I want to be part of the opera world.
Well, when I was little, 8 years old, 9 years old, I didn't like to play soccer. I didn't like to go outside and play with my friends. I like to hear classical music. The first record I heard, the first song I heard was from Beniamino Gigli. And then I became crazy about the way he was singing, and I started getting involved with that. And over the years, I cultivated the love for singing, but I never studied. I was in a chorus, Coro Polifonico San Paolo in Reggio Calabria, but I never studied music. So then I came to the United States and worked for Reader's Digest for 9 years. In there I met one of my best friends, Arthur McManus, and there was a chorus with the Digest, so I sang with the chorus, and Arthur introduced me to opera, the real thing. He knew everybody in New York, and we started going around and meet these great singers, and I fell in love with opera. That's how it was in the 80s because of Reader's Digest. So then at 50 years old, I'm a little bit older now, not much, but a little bit. I was, under suggestion, I always heard about Giovanni Consiglio, but I never met him. But then I always heard about Franco Corelli. And I met his wife in Rye, New York. It was like a meeting. I was invited, she was invited. And then we talked about her husband that he still gives lessons. So I started going to Franco Corelli to take my first voice lessons. Now it was a complete new world for me to take voice lessons. You know, I had no idea how to do it. But then Franco Corelli, one good thing about him, I brought him cookies because we have a very good bakery in town. I got him a box of cookies. He loved them so much. He was eating them and tell me what to do. At the end of the lesson, I went to pay for the time. He said, no, don't worry about it. Just bring me cookies when you come in the next time. So forth. I went in several times, and then he was coming back to Italy because the lessons were in New York City. And he said, why don't you go to this gentleman? He's one of the best teachers. It was Giovanni Consiglio. Again, his name came back. And so I remember Arthur McManus telling me about him, and then Corelli confirmed. So I made an appointment. That's how I met Giovanni Consiglio, who became, to me, like a father. And I would go there every Saturday to take voice lessons. And Saturday morning was like a holiday for me because I worked very hard, 16 hours a day. So Saturday morning, I would just go to the city. It would take 45 minutes. It was like going to a feast. I would have a lesson, and then I would come back. I record all the lessons for 130 hours. That's my entire vocal academy.
And that's how you learned. You learned so much. You know so much about Giovanni, about his life. I know we have had several conversations about that. How you would really spend time with him, and how you would support him, and he would support you, obviously, until his death. But now let's go to cooking. I love zucchini. You should know. I can have zucchini in every way you can imagine. So I am really, really excited to learn something from you today.
Well, first of all, you need tomato sauce. Okay, some people don't like tomato sauce, which is fine, so that you don't have it. But a good tomato sauce is very easy to make. You have the way Giovanni was making it, you know, because we would talk a lot about cooking. He loved to cook and would tell me what he did usually the day before. It was fun also to learn from him. But the main ingredients are parsley, garlic, other herbs, black pepper. If you like spices, you put more spices in, and onion. What you do, you cut an onion, and then you can add other things to it. But the onion, it's important because it gives a sweetness. Mm-hmm. So what I do usually, when I fry the onion in the olive oil, I use olive oil. If I use a lot of frying, I use avocado oil. Okay, it's good with the heat of the oil, but I always add olive oil to it. And then I fried garlic or onion in the strainer so it doesn't stay in the oil, but it gives the oil a nice taste. So I take it out. Okay, so usually the onion I keep it on the side. The garlic I throw it away because it burns, you know. So when I cook it, I cook the garlic, then I take it out. But the oil is already rich of flavor.
Of the flavor.
And then I put a tomato chunks in there, or tomato paste you can buy in the cans in the stores. And you let it cook. Then you add basils. I have also oregano. This is a very good ingredient in my house, so I put oregano in there as well. A little salt. I use Himalayan salt.
Okay.
Black pepper.
Okay.
And then the sauce is made. Then I add the onions at the end, the onions that I cooked. So that's the tomato sauce. To do the zucchini flowers, you need I use flour, unbleached or purpose flour, okay?
Okay.
And these are the zucchini flowers. Okay.
Wow.
I have them all summer because then maybe we take a peek outside.
Yes.
I plant a lot of zucchini. So I love the flowers and the fresh basil. So a little baking powder.
Okay.
Just a little bit of baking powder. The flour has to be, depends how much, for whatever I have here. I use like 200 or a quarter, 2/3 of a cup of flour. 2/3 of a cup with the flour here. I put a little bit of baking powder. Just a little bit. I put some water. So make a mix.
Right.
With that, then the basil, I cut it. I cut the basil very little. I use 2 knives.
Oh wow!
My father taught me that it's a very good way of doing it because you don't ruin the taste of the basil. And you have the leaves of the basil.
No, I have never seen this technique before. I have never seen this cutting the basil like this. That's very interesting.
Well, you can do anything with this. You can. I cut everything like this because it doesn't ruin. It doesn't grind, so it doesn't squeeze the basil.
Oh,
so
wow.
that's the basil. Then I put the zucchini flowers in there. Then I mix at the same time. I have oil is boiling at the same time. So I mix the whole thing. Then I add a little bit of black pepper. A little salt.
I thought you added a little bit of water. Is it for the consistency? Okay. Okay, I get it. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's how you do it. Now you can add more flour if it's too liquidy.
Right.
Add more flour, but that's the idea, you know. It doesn't have to be too liquidy, not too solid. Just right.
Yeah. You know, it's very interesting. You're making a great point, because in Italy, so many people, especially in the south, they don't cook with a precise recipe. They cook what we call all'occhio.
Yeah.
Your sense of cooking, or your sense of seeing what you have in front of you, will tell you how much do you need of flour. Or yes, I get it.
Yeah, you start with less, you can always add more.
Right.
And now it looks like it's consistent. It's nice, you know? It's good.
Right.
It's good. And what you do, the oil is boiling. Again, we don't got to go to the process of doing the whole thing. We just put over here.
Okay.
And it fries for about 3-4 minutes on each side. You turn it on each side.
Okay.
And this is what you have.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow.
These are delicious. These are unbelievable.
Okay.
These things. Oh.
You caught me there.
Okay.
I'm moving in with you in Westchester. Would you consider adopting me and cooking for me retail every day?
Hold on one second.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yummy.
You were saying, sorry I interrupted you.
It's okay. As I was saying, you know, go a little bit back, because we don't see your face. Just back off a little bit. There. I want to see your beautiful face. Listen, I was saying that I love zucchini so much that I'm ready right now to take the train and come to you.
You're always welcome, Stefanos. You're always welcome. You know what you can do with this, you know, also to make more, if you don't have enough flowers, you can grind this zucchini and mix with that. So you create more body to it. Okay? So you give more consistency to the frittelle.
Okay, okay. Wow.
It's almost ready here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
It takes 2 minutes, 4 minutes, so you have a beautiful meal.
Right.
Okay, now, in addition to that, what you can do with the zucchini. What I do, I have a lot of zucchini, empty everything inside with a knife, but they have an instrument you can buy, you can pull everything out from the center, from the core. But with the knife, I can pull everything out with the knife. And I can stuff in there anything I want to make, you know, if you are not vegetarian, you can put ground meat from pork in there, a little ground meat, a little salami, all chopped up in like this. This carrot, I chopped up the carrot. Okay, you can stuff it with carrot. This is onion, chopped up onions. Then I have also fresh peppers. I chopped up the peppers. And these are the olives, the famous Cerignola olives from Puglia. And what I do, I cut in pieces. I have a little bit, the olives in pieces here. So I can stuff them into the zucchini. Then you put cheese in there, any cheese you want. This is good American cheese. But Parmigiano it's what I like always. And I use 24 to 36 months Parmigiano, not Parmesan. Parmesan is a fake. Don't buy Parmesan. Buy Parmigiano Reggiano, made in Italy, 36 months, aged or 24 to 36 months. So grate the Parmigiano in there, and you can stuff it. Then you can bake it. Like it takes about 1 hour. 1 hour later, again, you can be flexible with everything you want to do in there. You can put like on top a slice of prosciutto to cook, and at the end of 45 minutes, 1 hour, that's what you have.
Wow.
These are 3 zucchini stuffed, and of course I put also some flowers in there too, but they kept their consistency. But this is a nice juice. This juice you can use for the pasta. Okay, you can use this juice for the pasta, or you can make it separate. Because I use the same thing, olive oil. Now let me try here a little bit.
So can you walk us through, after you stuff the zucchini, you put them pot, and what else do you do once you have stuffed the zucchini?
You stuff the zucchini, and then you cover with the aluminum foil and put it in the oven, 300 degrees.
Do you put
45 minutes
oil on the top? Do you can you walk us through the whole process of once the zucchini are stuffed before they get into the oven? What do you put on the top of the zucchini to make them cook?
Oh, I put little pieces of cheese. You can put prosciutto if you like prosciutto, so it adheres to that. Okay. Anything you like, you can put over. This way it gets the taste.
Yes.
You can also prepare the zucchini before you stuff them. You fry them a little bit, and you have to turn them around when you fry them. It gives a nice taste. You also put onion in there. It's already cut. And let me show you what comes up here.
Do you put olive oil on the top of the zucchini before you put them in the oven?
Yeah, the olive oil, yes, you put a little olive oil. You see, that's what you have. Look.
Yes.
See, this is.
Wow. And so we have 5 minutes left. I want to ask you the last question that I like to ask to everybody. What do you want the people to know about you?
Visitante. If there is a wish, is that I will do everything I can to help the arts. I worked all my life, and now I'm supporting the arts in every way possible. Artists is a different breed of people. All of us have a soul and have a body. Artists have more soul than body. And there is no money in the world that can make somebody happy if he's an artist, unless it's music or painting or whatever. So I want to be remembered as somebody that helped people achieve their dreams.
Wonderful. And if I may add something, because you know, we work together, we work very closely, and we are moving on with both Grattacielo and Camerata Bardi projects for 2020. You are a very energetic, very positive person, a very, very positive force in the world of opera. And this is something that is very important to us artists, to us who create, because there is no creation if there is not support of any kind. And I think that the opera world will remember you and will be very thankful to people like you who make sure that our dreams come true. Thank you, Enzo.
I'm humbled by what you say, and at the same time, it gives me a reason to have energy. Because when I'm down, and there are problems in life, and we all have our share, and I have mine, but when I'm down, I sing. After I sing, I feel like I'm just woke up. And it's a beautiful thing. The energy is unbelievable, the energy we get from art. My art is music. My art is singing. For other people that paint, I'm sure after they paint, they feel great. So
To leave you, thank you, Enzo. You have a wonderful day, and thank you for connecting with me.
thank you. I forgot the wine, but we were so busy with talking that I didn't have my regular glass of wine while I was cooking. So thank you very much for the opportunity to show off what I can do with in the kitchen. A little mess, but good food.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Thank you.